Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins of Mattel Creations, Lady Slither. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, taking a closer look at the front of the package, man, they went all out with this deluxe slipcover with all of the gradients and the scales and this big relief, this medallion look with this Lady Slither head. Looks very much like Medusa. This artwork is incredible. They really outdid themselves with this release. Flipping around here on the back, you can see this really nice, they continue that scale look and motif on the back. Inside of this golden snake, they have, in her time, Lady Slither ruled the Snake Men as their Queen Empress, and all of the Snake Men lived with one singular purpose, to serve her every wish. Lo, Lady Slither wished nothing more than for the snake home planet of Nahas to be the center of the universe. Such a desire would unravel the very fabric of reality itself, and so the most powerful cosmic beings in the multiverse united to banish Lady Slither to the scale betwixt worlds, saving all. It was only a delay, however. The Snake Men returned to Eternia, finally freeing their Queen Empress from exile. Now the Masters of the Universe must stop Lady Slither's poison plan before the Snake Men strike. Wow, I did not know any of that. That's super cool. I really dig this whole story they got going on here. Once you slide the box out of the package, you are treated to some nice, beautiful artwork up top, and then everything in the package down below. Up on the top, we see Lady Slither's Fortress and Fangor, and then we see three new characters that we haven't seen before, and this is a Vipor, Stretchneck, and Reptilax. Maybe we'll see those one day in Origins, maybe in a 3-pack. That would be incredible. Then down below, we see Lady Slither in her human form holding her snake staff, the knife, her connector piece, the tail, and then the comic book in the background. Flipping around here on the back, we do have some other characters. I do not know their names, but I do like the fact that this red Cobra Khan looking guy on the right does have the tail, so maybe we'll get more tails in the future, or more figures with more tails, so they can get the most out of this mold that they've created. I love this artwork, seeing her sitting on her throne looking very menacing and evil. And I hope we get these two figures. If you happen to know what their names are, I couldn't find their names online, so please let me know in the comments down below. I would really appreciate that. I like that when you open the package, on the right side, you get a quick little instruction on how to replace the legs with the adapter piece and then add the tail. And then as far as her accessories go, we get the comic book, The Sword of the Serpent. We get her snake staff, her snake knife, the little connector piece, and the tail itself. Oh man, this is just a beautiful looking figure. I absolutely love it. It looks incredible. Just seeing her standing up and down with the colors, the purples, the greens. This rust color red looks great with the gold. I love the gold headdress. The eyes are nicely painted. I love the purple cloak that goes around her waist, or around her neck. It looks really nice. I love the fangs on her chest piece, and the little snake logo looks incredible. I probably would have liked some gold around the belt. That would have been really nice for a deluxe release, but man, she just looks incredible. I love this release. All right, taking a closer look at the comic itself, here's the Sword of the Serpent. I'm really digging the artwork in here. It's very detailed. They're packing a lot of story into just, a very few amount of pages, but I love the color work here. It looks really nice. I love to see the Snake Men here in the booklet. It looks really nice, and this cosmic looking He-Man character. No cross cell on the back, but that's it for the mini comic. Taking a closer look at Lady Slither herself, man, the detail here is incredible. I love, look at this head sculpt. It's very clean, nicely painted. I really like the detail in the eyes, the lips, the paint on the chest piece looks incredible with the, yeah, like right here in this area. I would have loved some gold. I think would have really brought that out. Maybe some gold around the boot straps would have been nice too. The hair is very nicely sculpted for a He-Man figure. I love that they did individual strands here, and you can see how the cave has really no detail to it. It's just pretty much like just a plastic purple. The head, of course, as you can imagine, does not go up very far, but it does go down. You do got some tilt and some rotation, and if you pop that head off, you can take the cloak off, just slide it off the net peg, no problem. As far as the arms go, oh my goodness, this happened straight out of the package as I was pulling around. This arm popped off, but she can hit that T-pose, no problem. You can go all the way out. She can go around, but that top shoulder piece does kind of get in the way, but you can kind of push it out of the way. It is pliable, but not the softest in the world, but you can get it to go all the way around if you need to. She does have that 90-degree bend and swivel at the elbow, and just, you know, a little swivel there as well. She has horizontal hinges on her wrist, so they go in and out, and swivel at the wrist as well. You do have that waist articulation there, of course. The legs can, you know, are on a ball joint, so they can go all the way around, out, forward, back. You can go forward that far. You do have a single joint and rotation at the knee, which is really cool. You also have, which is really surprising, an upper thigh, upper boot cut, which is really cool. And then of course, a hinge and a rotation at the ankle for your feet articulation. Man, let's get this, let's get her kind of kitted out with her weapon here. It looks really nice. I dig this gold colored staff, looks really cool. And then also this little serpent style knife she has looks great too, so she's kind of kitted out with both of those things. She has quite the armory. So let's get this out of the way. I want to show you guys how this actually works. You just kind of pop her apart right here at the waist, no problem, and you see how that connects. For her to use this tail piece, which is really cool, you can't just pop it straight on because, you know, you can see that it's two different sizes. So you have to put this little adapter on right here to sort of tighten the waist up a little bit so it fits this female body. And this is what makes me think that we're probably going to get male versions of this tail down the road. And she does sit up quite nicely. Of course, my backdrop is a little curved right at the far back, so she kind of rocks forward. But there is some nice articulation here in the tail. You can spin her around and have her, you know, curled around to the front. You just got to position her a little bit better than I have here. She does have multiple points of articulation on the tail. You can get that spun around, and you can straighten this out a little bit if you want. But there's quite a bit of articulation in this tail, far more than I expected there to be. I mean, they could have just had a single piece that didn't move and called it a day, and that would have been good enough. But the fact that it's articulated is pretty incredible. I really dig the snake staff. I think of her as being like this serpentile sort of sorceress. So, you know, I really would have liked some like a slight gradient maybe on the back of the tail would have been nice. A little airbrushing of some different color, lighter green maybe. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. She looks incredible. Did want to bring in a couple of other snake men. So we've got Cobra Khan and King Hiss here. And I chose them because they were both green, and I really wanted to show off the height comparison. So she scales well with them. But the reason I picked these two because they're both green is because I wanted to see what they look like with the tail. So let's just pop off this lady waist adapter here. And, you know, I don't know if King Hiss is actually going to work very well. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, he does. I was thinking because of the interior part of him being a snake, it wouldn't really work. But I really like that look. But I bet Cobra Khan, since they're closer in color, is actually going to work out a little bit better. Yeah, because those greens kind of match up, and boy, does he look great. Yeah, I mean, I really do want to see more male snake figures like this in the future, and hopefully Mattel will give us that. They've got an opportunity here with that red-looking Cobra Khan figure, that hooded Cobra Khan figure on the front of the or the back of the package. So let's get her back on here, get the adapter back, and wrap this up. Man, this is a really nice release, a figure that I didn't know that I wanted or needed, but she's got amazing shelf presence. Her colors are fantastic, and I love the way she looks, especially kitted out holding this knife here. She looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, like I said, this wasn't a figure that I thought I needed or wanted. I didn't know much about her. I don't remember her ever being a figure in the old figures when we were kids. I don't remember them making her during the classics line. I don't know if this is just a new character they've come up with. I don't really know, other than the story on the box. I don't know her backstory or where she came from or where was she created and how she got into the line. But I'm certainly glad glad they included her. She looks great. Our shelf can always use more female figures, and this one is just amazing, and I'm glad they made it at a deluxe release. And hopefully all you Motu collectors out there had a chance to snag one off of Mattel Creations when she went up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am the Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and remember, I will see you in the toy aisles.